All right, this is going to have to be a quick splice because Pandora just took over the radio and started hitting. It doesn't have the high-end system in it. It is a Bose stereo system. It has AC in it. I generally drive this truck in tow mode, and I get about 14 miles a gallon, as low as 10 in a headwind. But usually you can figure somewhere between 10 and 14 going down the road. I know a lot of people will be like, wow, that's a lot, but or not a lot. But for me, it's really good on a trip. I think it's plenty for this configuration for a fully self-contained RV. So on this side, you see another flexible panel. There's one on the front. There's 675 watts of solar on this truck up top that runs the back. This is actually more efficient than my Expedition truck. So I built this Expedition truck, and we plan on living out of this for the next 2 to 5 years. So just give a quick little thing here so you can kind of understand what my build quality is and my craftsmanship. Now, the full build on this truck is on YouTube. You can go back in there and look for all of the videos. I think there's 52 on the build of this truck. So as we come to the back, there's a roll down curtain. This ramp right here weighs about, I'm gonna say 100 pounds, maybe a little lighter than that. But my wife is 5'1", she works out. She can put the ramp up, and there's twin deadbolts as well as a safety bar that goes across the back. Underneath there, there's some Max Tracks for getting unstuck, which I've never had to use. If we look in the back here, the springs in the back are made from Atlas. Basically, he weighed the truck and built the springs for this vehicle. The shocks are 16-inch 3-tube bypass shocks from Fox. They dampen the suspension very well, and of course are fully serviceable. The rear end in here is a Dana 60 Curry 35 spline, disc brakes with the parking brakes, super heavy duty rear end. I think that rear end was like $8,800, just so we're on the same page. It has an ARB in it, but it's not plumbed. You know, I kind of got in the middle of building another truck and never kind of got back to finishing up a few things. So the compressor and really the ARB air locker in the rear are kind of the two things that never got finished on that. Other than that, everything is done, complete, tested, and works really, really well. You can see we have a Smitty built winch in the back, and I believe that's like a 9500 winch that's all built in and integrated back here in case you have to extract getting out. I have a trailer hitch. Actually, there's 3 of them here, so if you wanted to run a motorcycle off the back, you don't get that wobble on the hitch thing. You know, you run two bars out instead of just the one. But there's a center hitch and then 2 on the sides, as well as the wiring. This is all the factory stuff. Ramp is Herculined. So that's waterproof. The reason this is here is because you can put a full-size motorcycle down the center here. And I'll fold up this bed and show you the room that we have back here. But real quick, this is the shower pan. So you lift that up and you pull this curtain around. Right here is an EcoTemp hot water shower. You can take a shower in here for, I think I get maybe a half a gallon to a gallon for taking a hot water shower back here. Sometimes if it's nice out, I just take it right here on the ramp. Once again, the ramp is waterproof. Coming in, we have the Cubic Mini Cub wood burning stove. Absolutely love this. If you go through my videos, you see I've done several videos on it. It's the best thing for arthritis and just making you feel warm. It will smoke you out of here, even with this small little burn chamber, which is like 5.5 by 5.5. You can literally walk through the desert and just pick up baseball size logs or sticks or whatever, and you can find enough to burn in here to keep you warm just with what you can find on the ground. This first aid kit, of course, I've removed stuff. Usually I carry like an axe and a machete here. And we can open this up. This is storage. This is usually where I keep all of my, you know, shower equipment, toothbrush, this and that, extra toilet paper and whatnot. But I've got things cleaned out, ready for the next buyer. A lot of this stuff is just screwed in. It can be taken down. I'll take the picture down of my wife before you buy this. For music, in the back, I just have a simple little JBL speaker. Nice little charge block right here. It's set up with 4 USB ports and a cigarette lighter. So you can charge phones, iPads, computers, whatever off of that. That comes back. That's the only power that's on that side. Let's see what we can get for, there we go. You can see, turn on everything. Power goes down to 13.9. We were sitting on 4.2 volts. Renogy 60 amp Rover MPP charge controller. It is lithium ion batteries. Here is a Wally, which is an AutoTrack satellite, as well as a Amazon Fire Stick. For the TV, the TV is a 32 inch DC only TV, so it runs off of the power. The Wally actually runs off of AC, and there's a small little 3,000 watt inverter right there. Truck runs super efficient off of the DC. Like, you can, honestly, I'll say you can sit for 2 weeks out somewhere with no visible sunlight and have plenty of power in this thing. WeBoost antennas right there upside down. Got spot for a bar back here. If you're over 21, I'll include the alcohol. Hand hammered sink with 14 gallons of water stored underneath. And here, right there, as well as propane for the stove that is above this compartment. And the stove is dirty right now, but it just pulls out and you cook right there. I'll include everything that you see here is what's going with the truck: spices, alcohol, pots, pans, silverware, stuff like that. Pretty much this truck will be turnkey, ready to go down the road. I would feel confident in driving this down to South America, up to Alaska. Any trip that you want to do, this truck drives down the road, drives like a normal pickup truck. Kind of see the crawl through. A lot of times I'll use this and not drop the ramp like in cold weather. Do that and come through here. I've taken it down, but there's a screen for the back here that Amazon sells. It's super easy, and I think I actually have one in stock that I'll include with this if you want that. Max Air fan right there. Max Air fan right there. And this right here is the bed, which is a cab over. I'm 6'3", 235 pounds, and you can actually pull this bed out about a foot. From there. Storage has a wonderful storage compartment. Comes out, it's 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 inches thick. Plenty of gear that you can get in there and take. And that's on slides. Other than that, we'll take these cushions off of here. Remotes for the TV. And then this just folds up. Pardon my filming. There we go. And this folds down. And we have a Thedford flush that's brand new. You can kind of see how things were finished out in here. Tie downs are integrated into the steel chassis. I'll include that in there. Just a real simple configuration there. This right here is the shock towers. And they're done in a translucent material. So when it gets light outside, you can kind of see the light coming through those, and it exposes the 3-tube bypass shocks. Down below, the refrigerator freezer combo is some shoe storage and whatever else you'd like to use that for. This is a Snowmaster Expedition series, the 60 liter. Absolutely love this this refrigerator. Nothing does better than a Snowmaster. I've had just about every one. Domatic, Star, some of the other off brands I had in different builds. Nothing stays more efficient and cool in the ARB than the Snowmaster. Absolutely love Snowmaster. So we'll come back down to the ramp so you can kind of see. The largest motorcycle I've had in here is a KTM 1290. While I'm thinking about it, I got the outside lights on. That's from a switch there. If there's something out in the back, you can turn those on. There is these lights, these solar lights. They're about 2 years old now, so they may or may not need replacing. I don't know. Don't use them that often, but you just take a little pin and push this hole in here to turn them on, and they're activated. So you know something's been around the truck. You can see there's 3 down the sides, 2 on the back, and then 3 down the other side. But this thing's got plenty of room for gear, motorcycles. With the pass-through, you can put a, I think it's a 10 or 12-foot kayak down the center of this even. But with the 1290 and my 890 Rally I just put a ramp from right here to right there just to kind of take that bump out and just pull it up. While I'm here, we have the cutting board. I got my coffee here. This is the coffee station that I use. So boil water with a pour over, and then you pull this up, and this is the trash can, so you can cut your onions and garlic and scoop everything right into the trash. It's a nice coffee cup holder. It's a nice place to hold extra wood. So this part right here is the trash can that holds all the extra wood, and in the bottom here I carry extra propane. Other than that, inside, truck is super comfortable. We lived out of this at Newport Dunes for I think it was 3.5 months during COVID. And I found that both of us never got claustrophobic, and my wife is pretty claustrophobic. But worked out really, really well. The inside state of the truck here, I would call maybe a 98%. It's done in a, cabin. It is insulated. It stays very warm, very cool when you need it to be. Questions, comments, hit me up down below in the description. I'm going to be putting this on several different forums this week. If the video is still up, the truck is still for sale. I'll just say that. I'll pull this down when it's done for sale. This is your master panel list. Switches, water pump. And I just turned that off, but there we go. Turn that on, actually show. Great water pressure. It's a little loud for a pump, but pump and everything is easily accessed. Down through this port was paper towels and the on-off for the refrigerator. All that's kind of hidden with this towel there. Other than that, I absolutely love hanging out in this truck. It's been really, really good for me. And once again, the only reason I'm really selling that is we're getting ready to hit the road in the big truck, and I just don't want this thing sitting around waiting for me to get back. Trying to liquidate everything we have at the house and kind of just get to a nice spot. It's a rear backup camera. The roof is one single sheet of 4x8 and then another sheet of 4x8 for the transition. So there's only basically one seam on the top that could possibly be a leak point. I use Sikaflex 291 silicone. It's used in the marine industry a lot. Really good stuff. Other than that, this truck has been well proven, great platform, and like I said, I would have no hesitations going down the road and going on a long trip, taking it to the East Coast, taking it to Alaska, taking it down to South America. It is the V6. It runs on gas, does really well. I've had the transmission serviced at 60,000 miles at GM. And other than that, questions, comments, hit me up. Great platform. It's a great way to advertise, grow your social media business. Believe it or not, I get more follows when I drive this than I do Oscar Mike, and I don't know why. Maybe they think Oscar Mike's a trash truck or something, but usually on a trip, 3-hour trip, I get somewhere between 8 to 10 followers going down the highway, as well as people shoot a video and then send that to me. I did not talk about the Rotopacks. Rotopacks, I have all of the locks. These two up top are unlocked, but most expensive way to carry fuel. It's 2 gallons each, so there's an extra 8 gallons of fuel there. Fuel range on the truck, I think we're somewhere around 300 miles. You know, plus this will take you a little further. I use that for emergencies only. Other than that, I think that's about it. Stock. I talked to a smog guy here in California. The truck is currently in San Bernardino, California. It's an Arizona truck. I have 2 houses. And this one we stage out of when we're kind of going to go on a longer road trip. So the truck is here. Hope to sell it out of here. But I talked to a smog guy. Said, being that there's no smog lights on the dash, there's no reason why it shouldn't pass. None of the cats or anything have been removed. Nothing's been changed. There is a little higher flow exhaust after the last cat. I think there's 3 of them on here. But truck runs good. It's never out of power. Drive it on cruise control at 75, 80 miles an hour in Utah, 81, 82 miles an hour. No problem. I did that with towing a side-by-side behind this. So plenty of power to do what you need to do. It's a neat platform. Questions, comments, hit me up below. That's going to be it for now. I'm Tim Roble. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you here next time.